everyone, welcome to National Education Cycle. I am Anisha and I'm your FASI for content writing. But before starting, I would like to tell you about what actually is content writing and why do we do it. So, content writing is the use of written words format to communicate your information, knowledge, or entertainment data into readers and audience mind on the blog, social media, website, ebooks, videos, project description, and advertisements, etc. Content writing is something that never gets old school. And why do we do it? We do it because communication in written formats with the target readers, audience, customers to achieve business or personal goals, or if we want to convert data or information into the easy to read and understandable method, or to write content that increase traffic to the website or a blog. And the most important one is to inform, educate, entertain our target readers, and that can encourage them to follow the call to action. And there are more things. And content writing is not just limited to blogs, ebooks, or PDFs, or PDFs are the same as ebooks, but blogs, poem writing, and there are really more things that you can do with content writing. So content writing is for website pages as well, for homepage, about us, service content. Then there are ebooks again for writing such as application manuals and tutorials or books. Then there is also product description writing on an e-commerce website. And again, there is blog and article writing according to the website or business category. Then there are product, services, business reviews, writing, copywriting, and writing that helps business to sell more, script writing, dialogue writing for videos, or poems and stories, or even technical writing about subject perspective. So, yeah, content writing has a really huge market, and there are a lot of things that you can do with it. Moving on. So by the end of this video, you should be able to understand that how you can write captions, blogs, etc. You should understand the idea of storytelling and you should also know the basic flow of writing. Moving next, I would like to start with the art of storytelling. So what basically storytelling is? In marketing, you might have come across this word called storytelling because it's one of the major poles of marketing. So I would like to tell you to imagine a situation. Say you are at home, some salesperson come with a packet of chips. You just say, "Hey, I don't want to buy this, just go." Salesman just tells you to taste the chips and nothing else. You taste it and then salesman also pitches that you can eat as much as you want because it's high in fiber. It's good in minerals, it has more nutrients, it's more crunchy, and in fact, it's homemade. So it has more amount of energy and lesser amount of fat. And you can burn the fat you gain from these chips easily because it's high in fiber. The salesperson is actually creating the demand in you. He's actually creating the demand in you that you need these chips, you desire to eat these chips rather than the normal chips that you get in the market. And that's the art of storytelling. But it's not really very easy. There should be a mind that should be able to think of a story. A seller would not normally directly pitch buy these chips and everything. They will actually, or the person who came to your house to sell the chips will actually pitch you to eat them and then just tell you that hey, it's high in fiber, you can eat as much as you want and anything, and they won't just maybe not even say that you need to buy, and then but you will feel the desire to buy it. Moving forward, I will teach you how to write the art of storytelling because it's not cup of tea for everyone. You have to be really creative for this. So the basic idea is that first you always need to have a rough plan in your mind or in your copy, that what you should include and what not. What not, because people are not really interested in bullshit. They might not want to know stories of here and there, and you should really know that what you need to include so that you can finally indirectly pitch your product. Then the second point is that you need to decide that how to prepare the story out of that so that other person enjoys it, because people actually like listening to stories. They don't like getting to know, hey, this is chips and it's high in fiber and this and that, and then just buy it. No, they will like to know the story. Sir, I went there yesterday. The person really needed fiber in his body. He tried a lot of things. He really wanted to lose weight, but he could not give up with food and everything. And now they are eating these chips. Even in the advertisements that you watch, you might really see that they are all about storytelling. They don't directly pitch the product, they first create the need that you want that product. So you start by talking general things like, last Sunday, I went to, like, you are a salesperson for Aquaguard and you went to some house. You say, sir, last Sunday I went to some house and the person living, all the people living in that house were really sick because they were not getting enough nutrients and minerals that we need from water, or maybe they were getting more, so their body was making more of calcium, and that's why they started having pain in their bones because even enough calcium is not suitable and everything. You start doing the general talking and then you continue by asking the situation, or you keep narrating your incidents, and then you finally say that, sir, it was very wrong. We need a product, like we need some product which should know that how much basic minerals our body needs in every day, not more, not less, and everything. But while doing this in writing, you should always avoid long sentences as much as possible, because long sentences really confuse people. You should also avoid long paragraphs because no one likes reading big paragraphs, and that makes your article look really big. And you should write as if you are talking to the person reading it. Make language simpler, keep the tone nice and talkative, and write it in that way. Moving on to the next slide, you reach your final take after writing the body, you reach your final take. This is the time when you plan a conclusion. This is the time when you pitch your product. So you plan the conclusion to your story. Sir, the conclusion is that I really have a solution to get the kind of water we need. This is the AquaGuard from so and so company, and this has this property, this features, and everything, which gives us the best quality of water. And after you pitch the, therefore, you when you pitch the entire story, you convince the customer why they need an AquaGuard. That was your time for call to action, where the salesperson spoke that this is the company who sells this and that. All you need is to do is fill the form, and then we'll come back to your house and we'll fit the RO. And that's called a call to action. And that's all you need. Also, while writing a content, make sure you put backlinks as much as you can for better SEO. I'll let you know what SEO actually is in brief, and I will always suggest to use GIFs, pictures, or videos so that your content looks interesting. Moving on, the elements of a great content. There are 6 elements of a great content, which are: your content should be created for your ideal customer. Say, if you are pitching a basketball, you won't pitch it to someone who is 84 years old because they have weak legs. So, you should always know your ideal customer. The content that you are writing or creating, it should be helpful, it should be informative and entertaining. Otherwise, it's a proper waste of time. The third point is that it should be created in a consistent basis. Say you are writing a point A, then you B, then C, then D, then E, then F, and from F you go back to A, and then you come to D, and from D to you go to C, and C to you go to E. So it will create a zigzag motion and a hodgepodge, and the reader won't really understand. So it should be created on consistent basis. Even if you are writing, if you are releasing content, it should be consistent on the way you post it. It should be consistent. Like every 2 days you are posting something, every week you are posting something. You should be consistent even in that basis, and you should be able to spread it quickly and easily. For quick spread, the content's caption should really be catchy, the title should really be catchy, the SEO should be powerful, and yeah, that's the major idea to spread your content easily. And never forget to backlink your content with at least one of your product or service, because otherwise there is no point. And then always include a call to action, because again there is no point when you don't have a call to action and you are not really pitching your product in the end. So for these six elements, we have two things that really work well. The first one is an attractive title, because it catches, draws the eyes of your customer, your audience, and then they are interested in reading, something like that. And you should always know where to begin with, because if the beginning of any content is not really good, then your audience, your customer, they might leave the content in middle. They might read 2 3 lines and they might leave. So therefore, first 2 to 3 lines of your content, in fact, the first paragraph should really be catchy and should really be helpful. The person should feel it's informative and entertaining. And the other thing is that you should always know what usually works best for ISEC, but there is no and not any right way. But yep, with the understanding, with the experience, I have realized that what works best for ISEC is indirect linking. Indirect linking is something when you pitch about a story and then you indirectly link it with the ISEC leadership quality that any ISEC product provides. I will tell you. Moving on to the next one is, yeah, here I will tell you how to pitch indirectly and everything. For that, you always need to ask yourself the what question. The what question stands for what is the purpose of this caption, what is the purpose of the script, what is the purpose of this ebook, what is the purpose of this blog. You should always know what's the purpose. The purpose is to sell your product, to pitch your product or service. And who is going to read it? Your target audience. And what story will you frame? Now I will tell you. I wrote a blog on it's not bad to be an introvert, because I'm an introvert myself. And I started it with the story that I framed. It was that last July I attended a conference where a person actually stood up and said that before joining this organization, I was an introvert and now I am an extrovert. And I was really shocked, because an introvert can never be an extrovert. It's an inborn trait, and being a psychology student, I have always learned that we can never change our inborn trait. And a lot of people relate introversion to shyness, which is absolutely wrong, because introversion and shyness are two other things. And that's what I explained in my blog. And then I also said that there are a lot of people who are shy but they are extrovert. There are a lot of people who are not shy but they are introverts, and there are a lot of introverts who feel that like there are a lot of people who feel that they're shy, and that's why they are introvert, but they need to understand this thing. And then I pitched that even leaders, there are a lot of leaders like Barack Obama, etc., who are introvert but they are great. And that's when I pitched our global volunteer program, that even you can develop your leadership skills, you can step out of your comfort zone, which might help you with your shyness, your communication, and everything. Now, the point is that what kind of feeling or emotion did I want my readers to have after reading my blog, which is the last point. I wanted all the introvert people who feel bad about themselves to read that blog and feel that yes, even they can do something. In fact, I got a many of good responses where some people even commented that can you write a blog on communication? Can you write a blog on public speaking? And even they PM'd me on Facebook, which is a really good thing. Moving on to next comes the title and the SEO, the thing that I was talking about. You should always plan the title on how the concept is going to be. If you see this blog, which is How to Be a Harry Potter in the World Full of Muggles, this is the blog that I wrote. The title is based on the concept of the blog. The idea was that Harry Potter was a leader, and in today's world where there are no magicians, even we can be a Harry Potter, we can be a magician, we can be a leader. Then, always remember to have a keyword in your first sentence and the title. My title was How to Be a Harry Potter in the World Full of Muggles, and the first sentence even started with over the last 20 years, Harry Potter has impacted millions of us. So, I always, for a better SEO, we should always have the keyword in our first sentence and title. The keyword should also be based on what the content is about and should appear at many places throughout the content because it gives better SEO results. And yes, we actually did that. I had Harry Potter phrase in a lot of my sentence, but then people also need to use pronouns like he. You cannot use noun for everything. You cannot right. Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter. In every sentence, you have to use he as well. So don't get enough of something. And now I will actually tell you what SEO is. SEO is search engine optimization. So whenever you need something, you want to research on something, you always go on Google and Google opens it for you. You see the first page, you see the second, you see the third, you see the fourth, but generally, we go through the articles that are on first page, mostly, and that's what SEO is. With better SEO, Google ranks our content, and the better the rank, the more it has chances of coming into the first page of Google. And if that comes, then people might actually come across that content if they are searching for anything. In fact, this blog, used to appear on the first page of Google sometimes back. It had that better SEO. And the last thing is that we should always remember words make people connect, feel, and act. You should always be nice with your word. Keep the tone of your blog always positive and interactive and nice and simple so that everyone can understand that. Moving on to the next. There are mediums to showcase your writing skills. You can showcase your writing skills through Facebook and its communities. You can post your ebooks, blogs, anything on Facebook. Then you have WordPress, which is the king because WordPress, you can build your own website and you can put whatever you want your videos, your script, your blog, your poems, anything. And then there are Instagram posts and video scripts. So basically, Instagram is one of the top running social website. And in Instagram post, even you can make a graphic and write something or put the description, major description of full length in your caption, or maybe you can just put a caption. And then you have video scripts because videos also need scripts which are based on content writing. And without scripts, videos are usually not made. They don't really communicate well. Moving on to the next one, you can learn content writing from these websites, the HubSpot, Udemy, Coursera, and Skillshare. Just Google these websites, open it, and go on the search engine and write content writing course, content writing courses, free content writing classes, and everything, and you'll find it. Next, we move on to congratulations, future writer. I am really proud of you that you listened to me and I'm really happy. And in fact, I would also like to tell you that content is the only way for digital marketing companies, business websites to sell and promote products and services. And written content is used in website pages, blog articles, application documentation, ebooks, branding materials, social media pages, YouTube videos, images, infographics, business proposals, email marketings, and newsletter, and various other things. Therefore, Content writing never gets old. It has its own advantages and interests. And the common thing in all the formats in digital marketing is that it needs written content directly or indirectly, such as in YouTube, that is about product reviews, need to have engaging written heading, thumbnail, description, tag, and composition of keywords to make sure that more attractive it is and to increase more views and likes. And there are various methods of content marketing, and one of the best is blogging on business websites. And these business websites and online businesses need high quality traffic from search engine, and blogging and articles help them to do that. That's why content writing matters the most for businesses, and it's an essential part of digital marketing. And that's why content writing is a valuable skill. It's a job and businesses that anyone can do with proper education and knowledge. With this, I conclude. Thanks for watching this video. See you. And if you have any questions, you can always ping me on Facebook. Bye.